Understanding landslides, causes, risks, and prevention. Imagine building a sandcastle on the beach. When it's dry, it stands firm, but add water, and it starts to collapse. Now scale this up to the size of a mountain. That's basically what happens in a landslide. Or think of a stack of books on a tilted table. They might stay put for a while, but bump the table like an earthquake, and down they go. These simple examples help us understand one of nature's most dramatic events, landslides. Hey everyone, today we're diving into the fascinating and important topic of landslides. If you've ever wondered how heavy rains or earthquakes can cause entire slopes to collapse, you're in the right place. Let's break it down in a way that's easy to understand. A landslide occurs when a slope, like a hillside or mountain, suddenly gives way and slides down. This can involve soil, rocks, or a mixture of both. There are different ways materials can move during a landslide. Sliding, the ground moves along a clear surface. Falling, rocks and debris drop straight down like in a rock slide. Flowing, a mixture of water and debris moves quickly, known as a mudslide or debris flow. Imagine the layers of earth on a slope being pulled downhill by gravity. Normally, these layers stay in place because other forces resist the movement, keeping the slope stable. However, when something disrupts this balance, like heavy rain or an earthquake, the downhill force can overpower the resistance, causing the slope to collapse. Slope angle. Steeper slopes are more prone to landslides. Generally, slopes steeper than 30 degrees are particularly vulnerable during heavy rains. Soil and rock types. Some rocks, like granite, can weather and weaken over time, making slopes less stable. Volcanic rocks and metamorphic rocks can also contribute to instability. Water presence. Water plays a huge role. It can seep into the ground, increasing the weight of the soil and reducing the friction that holds the slope together. This is why heavy rainfall is a major trigger for landslides. Human activities, building roads, cutting into slopes, and other construction activities can destabilize hillsides. Poor drainage from these activities can also increase water infiltration, heightening the risk. Rock slides and rockfalls. These involve large rocks detaching and falling or sliding down a slope. Mudslides. When heavy rain saturates the soil, it can turn into a flowing mass that moves swiftly downhill. Debris flows, similar to mudslides but with a mix of water, soil, rocks, and organic material, creating a fast-moving slurry. Certain areas are more at risk due to their natural and geographical features. Steep slopes, hillsides with angles above 30 degrees are particularly susceptible. Narrow valleys. These can channel water and debris, making landslides more likely. Volcanic regions. Active volcanoes can produce loose ash and debris, increasing landslide risks. Earthquakes shake the ground, adding extra force to slopes. This shaking can make slopes that were previously stable suddenly collapse, even if they were relatively gentle. Earthquake-induced landslides can be widespread and devastating because the shaking affects large areas all at once. Predicting exactly when and where a landslide will occur is incredibly difficult. While scientists can identify high-risk areas based on slope, soil type, and weather conditions, the exact timing remains uncertain. However, certain signs can indicate an increased risk. Cracks in the ground. Small fractures can signal movement beneath the surface. Changes in vegetation. Trees and plants may tilt or die if the soil is shifting. Increased water flow. Rivers and streams may change course or swell with rainwater. While we can't always prevent landslides, there are several strategies to reduce their impact. Proper drainage systems. Redirecting water away from slopes helps reduce the risk of saturation. Reinforcing slopes using nets, anchors, and retaining walls can help stabilize vulnerable areas. Vegetation. Planting trees and shrubs can reinforce soil with their root systems, making slopes more stable. Land use planning. Avoiding construction in high-risk areas is crucial for safety. Landslides aren't just a problem in one part of the world. They happen globally. For instance, Hawaii volcanic activity can create unstable slopes prone to landslides, especially during heavy rains. Italy, the steep hillsides in regions like Tuscany have experienced devastating landslides, especially after earthquakes. Canada, mountainous regions like British Columbia face regular landslide threats due to their rugged terrain and weather patterns. Landslides are powerful natural events influenced by a combination of geological factors, weather conditions, and human activities. Understanding how they work helps us prepare and mitigate their impact, protecting lives and communities around the world. Next time you hear about a landslide, you'll know a bit more about the forces at play and the importance of safety measures. Thank you for exploring the powerful forces of nature with us today. May your curiosity continue to drive you to understand and respect the incredible dynamics of our planet. Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep wondering about our amazing planet.